The Wandering Minstrel has a request for an experience adventure. Ah, my dear adventurer friend. Pleased I am to see you again. Have you perchance to come to join us in remembering the calamity? If you have a moment, there is a favor I would ask of you. Do not hear me out. Hmm? Sure, what is it? In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Not all yet are wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to the less principled types in Ulda. If one such as you were to help them on their way, feel more at ease. What say you? When not taking a fledgling adventurer under your wing? Sure, I'll do that. Truly grateful. I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. And wait at the gate of Nald. Chances are a soul will wander in who just embarked on a path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not, you'll have no trouble identifying him. You need to look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I dare say it'll be final like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you're greeted by a helpful stranger. Well, I suppose I should probably look my best. At least it's semi-respectable. There you go. Oh, it reenacts the very beginning of the cutscene. Oh, nice. Is this your first trip to Ulda? Who are you? Well, I'm an experienced adventurer, and I need experienced adventurer. You say? Oh, oop. I could use you some guidance. Never been anywhere as near as big and busy as Ulda. His name is Nagai Jaka, but Nagai would do. As you rightly guessed, I'm an aspiring adventurer, so I left my village and came here. I understand you first need to register at Adventurers Guild. Do you know what it is? As you go straight through those doors. Yeah. Pass through the halls and you'll find yourself a registered Momodi. Just through the door, is it? Thank you. I'll head right at once. Oh, wait. Okay. Now he rushes off before you can offer an explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. In and out. In and out. Oh, now you can do it. Oh, it's you again. I'm quite nervous. It's quite heartening to have you here, too. Well, hello there. What can I do for you today? The lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. Maggie Jakai is 16 years old, practically a man grown. I'm a real lively one. What is the name and you want to be an adventurer and you come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name and register. Come. Yvette, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you need a bit of advice about one finger number, pay me a visit. Let's go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do hear about telling my gentleman's rose with one folk from time to time. She's a good, she's good, very good at doing that. Now then, normally I offer you the grand tour. Like in present company, I reckon you ought to have it from her. You're a renowned adventurer, after all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea, and you could do far worse than get her advice. Well, I am a little famous. I've done my share. Again, may happy to recommend a guide here in Ulda for Nagi to join. Or a guild here for Ulda for Nagi to join. It's too noisy in here, and the benches outside where you can have a nice little chat. Oh, they know. They know. It's too crowded here in this place. It's too crowded. All right. Must confess, choosing a guild is rather daunting. I appreciate advice you can offer. One event cannot be skipped. Alright, let's talk guilds. All yours, Gloria. Why do you want to become an adventurer? Merchant was encouraging me. A breeze someone asked me much the same thing. At the time, I couldn't put a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course. I couldn't express it in words. But having now set foot in Ulda, it's become clear in my mind. Wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon. Wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. Many places, right? Like even traveling, that is. I love traveling. There's nothing like the thrill of seeing new sights. So you do. My older sister. During the calamity, we fled Gridania and took refuge in a village in the mountains. And I was staying in a secluded place, and it's been a dream of mine to travel the world. An experienced that I am, I don't know if I can live a life on the road. Is there a guild that equip me with the skills I need? Well, living on the road, one of the students of the fighting arts, or crafters and gatherers. I see, a place where I can protect myself and others. Recall, Ulda is home to Pugilist and Fomenters guilds. Those two are the choose Pugilists. I enjoyed rigorous exercise and confidence in my physical abilities. Yes, I believe the guild is for me. I'll go and join it once. I can show you the guild if you like. As you're concerned, I can be fine. No time though, can we meet afterwards? A few more things I have to ask you about. Of course. Hey, I'll look for you here when I'm done. He's a good lad. I like him. Doing good for a while? There's no sign of Nagi. Perhaps you should look at him at the Pugilist Guild. Hope I haven't steered him wrong. Oh, good. It's most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I reminded my self in the youth. Strong, swift, and handsome. Not to say I have any strings anymore, of course. You're too kind, Master Hammond. I'm still you're still all those things and more. Now, Nagi, take care you don't flatter old man over much. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any larger. They're getting along like a house on fire. Oh, Gloria. I'm glad to say that pugilism agrees with me. Thanks for your recommendation. Oh, Gloria, you're the one who sent Nagi to us, a lad that possesses rare talent, and I look forward to watching him grow in our art. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well and keep up your training. Next time we shall try something a little harder. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. So engrossed in the combinations, I lost track of time. What should I mention? As I was training, Professor Minstrel approached me. He said I was resolved to walk an adventurous path. To seek him out for our task. Moreover, he asked me to accompany me. If you're willing, he is apparently waiting at Ruby Road Exchange. I'll be the Minstrel. What has he got to say? My friend, you've done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust a task to you. What? Do you mean Gloria approached me about your behest? You did, I must confess. See my next position, I see to capture your essence of the times. Any number of subjects would be worthwhile. The greatest interest to me is reading ranks of adventurers and ranks of adventurers. And thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike. And I'm pleased to say it has. Drawing as your experience of walking your path, you have Nagi to begin walking his, a reminder that the present owes the experience to the past. As to say, the present and the past are deeply entwined. If we capture the former, we cannot well disregard the latter. That brings me to my next request. Each that you find an object with a connection to calamity, the event which gave rise to realm's rebirth, bring it and present we hear it to me with its tale. Well then, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt. Your first task adventure. You see, Gloria, shall we do it? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Excellent. You have your items. Please seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to what you bring. See what you bring. There are many vendors out of Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. Let's go. Let's see. Nagi is here. Come on then. Let's begin looking around. Nagi is now accompanying me. Ah, nice. It actually has let's see. I'll watch. Ooh, is this local cuisine? Goodness, but everyone looks amazing. Of course, of your journeys, you want to sample all kinds of food, simple fares to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything too. Welcome. What is it you're after? Well, we're looking for something similar to reminder to Calamity. Objects with a connection to Calamity, you say? Well, just the thing, an amethyst ring for Ishgard steeps sentimental value. 5 years ago, on Battle Cartano, a young temple knight sent out for his homeland, wishing to depart for Eorzea when the nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant attacked by a dragon and lost his life to the stranger's aid. This is his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale. Wonder how did the ring find its way back? If night fell, soon the merchant couldn't survive unscathed. Remember now, the knight was mortally wounded. He succeeded in striking the dragon down the dragon. In his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how this happened. What do you say? Interested. I want to be part for the relic. Only special price, only for today. This feels a bit dubious. Should we look around some more? We're bound to be other things out there. Yeah, Nagi's a good boy. He's not gonna get suckered in on that. Listen, Gloria, how you been, my friend? So working on crafters, you see. And rising this year, Aston has organized a street exhibit for me. Feel free to browse at your leisure and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear a connection to Calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? As a matter of fact, I do. You're underpaying the Sultana 7. Makes an inspiring event for the Calamity. It was the final days before the fall of Dalamud, and its honorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, but many in desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ulda. Called the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nano Ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects. They alone had the courage to stand with Sultana. Where is she addressed the rabble? Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th Umbral era. So yet as long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but proffer him the hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves inflicted upon Ulda. And those who returned from the battlefield found their home as much as they left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. She sounds like a great ruler. Ulda is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing this tale. It's indeed inspiring. You've done an incredible job capturing in glass. So far, so good. Let's look around just a little more. Yeah, it's a little big. Big to lug around also, so it's a bit large. What's the splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts. The services are only available to whom we know we can know and trust. For one way customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi, one day. Greetings from daily necessities and unusual curios. I deal in all manner of wares. Some in particular you seek, you need but ask. Objects to do in Calamity. To your adventures, are you not? In which case, something that might be of interest. The journal I required from an adventurer retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the Calamity in detail. I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh, adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. You keep a journal of adventures as well, Gloria. So I'd love to read it one day, with your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I'll also a scrapbook from the Raven. Udana's leading tabloid. These mainly covers events outside of Calamity, however. Articles from the Raven, you say? You say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. Right, this looks like a good spot as any. I don't know about you, but it's all very new and exciting for me. Talk to the myriad people, learn the tale behind each object. It's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Oh yeah, we need to decide what we need to take back to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? I think we should bring the journal. I see. I did consider it too. And settle on something else. Is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to give it a surprise. Come, let's purchase the respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. Tired Adventurer's Journal. Is he in his usual spot now? Looks like he's in his usual spot. Yeah, he's in his usual spot. Welcome back. You found an item I trust. Well now, what have we here? Journal of Adventurers say. This act of adventure claims such records typically do not have much historical value, on account of their limited perspective and inherent partiality. Yet, by the same token, they have great value to me, or they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart, and no richer material for penning verses. Oh, and what are you, Milanganagi? What might this be? Scrapbook articles from the Raven. See, my sister is reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she traveled around, interviewing adventurers about their journeys. I loved nothing more to hear than to hear her tales. It seemed like such a diverse crowd of adventurers. No people too were alike, and yet they are united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. Struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. I chose the scrapbook. I see. Footprints someone leaves on their journey becomes the starting point for another. Yes, first comes to me a blessing for the souls who are taking the first cherry steps into the unknown. Pray lend me your ears. Oh, the different races now. How comes Yoshi the Sun? I love it. Greetings, warrior light. The world exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It's a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I beckoned you here and I might express your gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you to continue to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurous journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet I ardently believe it as well as a significant step in our quest to create new adventures. Indeed, and another great change is about to visit the world and shall open the way to exciting new journeys. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey shall ever continue on to distant horizon and beyond. Now the time has come for a vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Turn to your walking your path and know that you are in our hearts always. Knowing that next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Thank you for a generous reward and uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time to set out on my own. It was brief. I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again somewhere out there. I look forward to hearing your tales. He's a good boy. I'm pretty sure we'll see him again, actually. Well, much more was lost in the calamity. Intrepid souls set forth, paving the way onto the future. And in such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I will perform another song. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief, beneath stars and storms, the answer to seek. Footprints are treads, three gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heavens. Among the embrace of gods, true mankind been torn, upon wounds of eternal lives, and memories are born. Futures unwritten bring rapture or sorrow, our journeys continue until tomorrow and tomorrow. Ah, yes, fireworks. I wonder, how do you feel as watch Nike set off? Does that you feel with worry for fledgling adventure? We can fond memories of your own humble beginnings. Whichever it may be, I know yours is a journey most trying than most. There are times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. As long as you harbor love for this world, ever since there shall ever be a place for you in it, our adventures will never end. Amazing. And that was a seasonal event. That was awesome.